And next to me is our ZDX Type S, and it's in our signature Tiger Eye Pearl. So before we get into the walk around, just a little background. So Acura is all about performance, and our engineers did a great job integrating the performance aspects of our current lineup and putting it into the ZDX as an all-electric vehicle. So starting up in the front, we have our Acura emblem. On the Type S, and just below the emblem, you'll see the front-facing camera that's part of the surround view camera system. We have similar elements to the rest of our lineup with our signature chicane daytime running lights and dual-eye LED headlights. And a new element for the ZDX is the reimagined Diamond Pentagon grille, what we're calling the illuminated Diamond Pentagon grille. If you look closely, you can see a design element embossed into the grille surface. And then the engineering team finished it off really well with this nice LED surround, which I think looks really great at night. As we move along to the side of the vehicle, I'm going to stop at the charge port door. So you have your Type S badging. And while we're right here, I'm going to talk about charging just a little bit. So ZDX will come with a 102 kilowatt hour battery. With that, on a full charge, ZDX can get up to 313 miles of electric range, depending on the trim and drivetrain. And then with DC fast charging, the ZDX can receive back up to 81 miles within the first 10 minutes. So, as I mentioned, we're talking about Type S, and Type S is all about the go, stop, and turn. So let's talk about the go first. ZDX Type S will come standard with a dual motor all-wheel drive setup, making an estimated 500 horsepower and 544 foot-pounds of torque, which is more torque than the Acura NSX Type S that we launched a few years back. So there's your go. Now for stop, behind the largest wheel and tire package that we've ever put on an Acura, 22-inch wheels and 275 millimeter tires, we'll see a massive front Brembo braking system with 6 piston calipers, and they're painted a nice striking yellow so they stand out in contrast to the paint. So there's our stop. Now the turn. ZDX Type S will come standard with an adaptive air suspension, which depending on the drive mode that you're in will actually raise or lower the vehicle. So you put the vehicle in sport, unleash all that power, it'll actually lower the vehicle to help with better handling. So there's the turn. As we continue down alongside the vehicle, we have gloss black accents like the mirror caps, and ZDX Type S will get an exclusive gloss black upper cabin. And we can also see that the roof line is a little bit lower than what we're used to on something like MDX, giving it that really sporty and sleek look. And as we continue down to the rear of the vehicle, we follow this main character line. There's more performance styling in the rear with our signature LED taillights. And once the walk around is complete, I encourage you to walk around and look at the upper part of the rear spoiler where you'll find another camera, and it's separate from the backup camera. And what it's feeding is an Acura first technology in our digital rear view mirror. So it's pretty cool. I encourage you to check it out. And then also in the rear, we have all of our badging, so Type S on the left, ZDX, and also our E: badging, which will signify not only electrification for the ZDX, but all of our electrified Acuras in the future. So with that, let's turn to the interior briefly and just talk about some of the technologies and premium touch points. So with the ZDX, it will come with perforated Milano leather seats with micro suede inserts, and also Type S embossed into the headrest. From a technology standpoint, ZDX will come with 22 inches worth of screens. So you'll get an 11-inch digital instrument cluster and an 11.3-inch color touchscreen display in the center. And this will allow for a lot of customization for our customers, where they can take certain information from the center touchscreen and actually push it over to the 11-inch digital instrument cluster. ZDX will also come with Google built-in, giving customers access to integrated Google Maps, the Google Assistant, and the Google Play Store. One of my favorite things is being able to press a button on the steering wheel and actually take Google Maps from the center screen and put it onto the digital instrument cluster right in front of me. Other connectivity that we're giving our customers is wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. It's a feature that we know our customers love, so we want to make sure they continue to have that connectivity. ZDX Type S will get a head-up display, just giving customers access to more information like right in front of them. One other thing that I do want to call out is ZDX Type S will have an open-close panoramic moonroof. For those of you that are familiar with a lot of EVs will have what we call fixed glass roofs, and some of them are tinted, but even with the tinting, it can get a little warm. So I like to drive with the roof open, so I love that the ZDX, you can actually open the moonroof, but then when it gets a little warm, you can actually close the power shade to keep the cabin a little cooler. On the safety side, ZDX Type S is the first Acura to launch with Acura Watch 360 Plus. What that gives our customers is access to hands-free cruise for hands-free driving, as well as automatic parking assist. So at the press of a button, the ZDX Type S will be able to park itself. And then last but not least, I want to call attention to the first implementation of our Bang & Olufsen premium sound system that is launching first on the ZDX. It's an 18-speaker system. It will also have Bang & Olufsen's proprietary Bale Sonic tool, which gives customers an easier method of customizing the sound of their audio. So what does all this start for? ZDX starts at $64,500. It will come in 2 trims. The A-Spec trim will have 2 drivetrain setups. First is a single motor rear wheel drive setup, making 358 horsepower and 324 pound-feet of torque. The second is an all-wheel drive dual motor setup on A-Spec that will make 490 horsepower and 437 foot-pounds of torque. And as I mentioned earlier, ZDX Type S will make an estimated 500 horsepower and 544 foot-pounds of torque, making this the most powerful Acura SUV we've ever developed. Included in the price of ZDX, on this stanchion off to my left, the customers will have a choice of one of 3 bundles. So the first is the installation of a level 2 charger at their home. Second is a charging cable set, or they can choose to just simply accept public charging credits to help them ease over into the ownership of an EV. So with that, I'd like to thank you for your time and encourage you to come walk around and check out the ZDX. If you have any questions, I'll be around along with some of our other team members. Thank you.